What's going on, guys? Your boy Mason. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the festival filler for the November festival banner. We're going to be going over all the characters that are going to be featured on the banner, guys, based on yesterday's poll rankings, as the voting for the actual game is gone. As you guys can see, the voting is not here anymore, so we pretty much know exactly what the banner is going to look like based on, what the characters were that were voted for. And in this video, guys, me going over what characters are going to be on the banner. So if you guys enjoy videos like this, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's go over it. So I made a little tier list maker graphic here, guys. So let's zoom in, let's actually pull it up. So this is what the festival banner is going to look like based on the festival characters that were voted for, and also the LR characters that are on the actual banner guaranteed, right? So this is pretty much what the festival lineup is going to look like. So I put Light Liz here. This is just a placeholder for the actual new festival Elizabeth. Don't take that as like actual Light Elizabeth. It's going to be the Elizabeth that we're going to be getting. And then we do have LR Margaret and LR Melly, which were said to be on the banner based on the actual poll rankings. They mentioned it at the very bottom that all four of the LR characters will be on the banner. So I'm kind of just expecting them to add the character into the banner, and that's pretty much how it's going to go, right? So, yeah, we have the brand new festival Liz, and then we have the two LRs that are going to be added. And then in terms of the voting, this is what the top 5 was, guys, in terms of the characters that were voted. So number 1 was Mile, number 2 was Perk Melly, number 3 was Ultimate Esnor, number 4 was Transcendent Bond, and then number 5 was Trader Melly. So if this is the lineup right here for the festival lineup, this is the best banner festival-wise we've probably ever had, guys. Like, just look at the festival lineup. Like, what looks bad there? Nothing looks bad there. I mean, obviously this is going to be the new Elizabeth, right? So just don't think of that as Light Elizabeth. Think of that as the new festival Liz, and look at the lineup. Festival Elizabeth, LR Margaret, LR Melly, Mael, Purgatory Melly, Ultimate Esnor, Transcendent Bond, Trader Melly. Like, this banner, guys, festival wise is looking very, very good. And then in terms of the filler here, we do have the LR Liz and LR Escanor, so they are guaranteed on the banner because, as I mentioned, the LRs were guaranteed to be put on. And then from Tier all the way to the Matrona, these were the top 20 characters that were voted for and in the actual rankings. And the reason why I did go with the top 20 and the top 5 of the voted guys is because, if you guys don't know, this was Purgatory Melly's banner last year. That was actually the last vote banner we had, and in terms of the characters that we had for voting, we could get only 5 festivals voted onto the banner and then 20 unfeatured characters, which you guys can see. So from Zeldris all the way to Matrona on this banner, this was the filler that was voted for back then, and then this was the actual festival lineup that was voted for back then as well. And then I think recently when we had Transcendent Bond, so I can actually pull that up as well. So let me pull up Transcendent Bond's banner. Alright, guys, and so for the actual Bond banner that we had earlier this year when we had the voting as well, as you guys remember, right, we got to only vote for the top 5 for the festival lineup, and then for the filler, I think we only got, what was that? So it's 6, 12, and then what was that, 17, and then they added these characters in. So maybe they do subtract the rest of the filler from the festival LRs, and then just the LRs in general, right? So like, let's say they do subtract 4 of the characters, so it would be from Matrona all the way to Megilda, these characters wouldn't be on, and it would be these 4 LRs. That is also another possibility as well, because if we look at Transcendent Bond's banner, it looks like they did sub in these 3 characters to make it fit 20 total characters, right? Because you guys can see from here, so it's a 6, 12, this would be 18, but it's 17 plus these 3 characters that were added onto the banner. That makes the total of the filler going to be 20, right? And then you have the festival lineup, which is another 5, and then plus the main festival. So it makes sense that if the banner is not going to be exactly like this, they'll pretty much take out the last 4 characters and just put the LRs on. So it'd be the LRs, the festivals that we have here, and then it would be from Tier all the way to Jormungand, which would be the banner if we're going based off the Transcendent Bond banner, which is definitely a possibility. But, then again, maybe Netmarble's like, okay, we're just going to add the LRs in, and you guys can have the chance to get the LRs with the top 20 being in the filler and the regular festival lineup, guys, which would be absolutely insane. Obviously, this banner looks really, really good, right? Honestly, I'm thinking this is probably the best banner we've ever had as well, if this is the case for what it's actually going to look like, right? We don't know for sure if this is exactly what the banner is going to look like, guys. Obviously, the votings could have changed. This obviously was, yesterday when the poll was going on. I have my video pulled up as well, if you guys see here. So yesterday when I was going through my video here, I'll zoom out, but I was scrolling through and I was just kind of seeing like what the characters were voted for, and I went all the way down to 20 for the regular poll, and then I went to to the top 5 for the festival lineup. So you guys can see it ends at Purgatory Melee, right? So it does make a lot of sense if this is the case, and so I got that from my video before I actually decided to, you know, cover the banner, and I made it in a tier list, as you guys can see right here. So you guys can see the tier list. I literally just added in the characters and then we add the fillers. So this is what it's gonna look like, man. I'm very curious to see if this is actually gonna be the festival lineup. But honestly, if we compare it to Transcendent Bonds banner, right, this was the last festival banner we had. This one was really good, you know, because it had LR Melee, it had Assault Melee, had Purgatory Melee, had all these other festival characters, had a bunch of really good filler because there was a lot of seasonals, right? Like Transcendent Bonds banner was really good. Yeah, guys, the festival lineup, man, from Transcendent Bonds banner looked really good, but I do think that this banner that we're getting is actually going to be a lot better considering the filler that we got. You know, we got a lot of seasonals, we got a lot of, you know, really strong Ragnarok characters, Catastrophe characters. If we're looking at the entire banner as a whole, I mean, you know, what's not to like about this, man? This is definitely going to be one of the better banners in the history of Grand Cross, and honestly, if this is the lineup, this is going to be the best festival lineup in terms of we've ever had for a banner like this, man. I'm very, very excited. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much the tier list right there, though, man. I mean, you know, there's a possibility they could add more characters as well, obviously, right? And they could take out characters as well. So if they do take out the bottom 4 and they keep the LRs in, then I mean, this is what the banner would look like, and it would still be a really, really good banner, regardless of if they take out those last 4 or not. Because I still think that, you know, with the way the banner is looking, you know, with all the characters that we've seen featured, it's gonna be an insane banner, man. Looking at just the filler, right? Like, look at the filler, right? Tyr, Roxy, Margaret, Freya, right? Tristan, Red Goddess Liz, Mono, Red Miguelda, Brunhild, Ludo, Jelly King, you know, Mono, Sigurd, and Jormungand. Like, that's a filler alone. Like, that's really, really good. And then Eller Asnor, Eller Liz. And then obviously the festival lineup is also very, very good. What's not to like about this, guys? I think this is definitely going to be one of the better banners we've ever had, and if not the best festival banner, probably you know, if not best, probably second best or the best. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the festival banner, man. This is what I think it's going to look like, though, by the end of it. It is possible, again, that they take out the bottom 4 and keep the LRs in, based on what they did with the Transcendent Bond banner, with them adding the 3 festival melees. So it is definitely possible that they do take those characters out. But I think regardless, man, regardless of if they take them out or not, losing these 4 characters is not the end of the world, considering we would have the rest of the banner. And I think the rest of the banner is what people expected, or what people really, really wanted, in terms of being a very, very strong festival, you know, banner, right? So yeah, man, let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you think of the banner. I think this is going to be a really, really good festival, man. Tune in for the actual live stream, which we're going to be having on the Wednesday, which will be when they reveal the festival, and because of that, we'll know exactly what the festival is going to be with the lineup for the actual banner. So I hope you guys do enjoy the video, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a good rest of your day, man. See you later, guys.